I'm actually thinking about joining a Gen X improv group in Sacramento, which is it's not that far from where I live. And you might think, why? You're not that funny, which I kind of think I am, but that's a whole other topic. One of the ways we can learn to have conversations, communicate with somebody with some dementia causing disease, and maybe this might apply to other neurodegenerative diseases. I've had less experience with those, so can't speak to that exactly, is to learn how to be yes and. I'm sure you've seen improv skits where they're working on yes and, yes and, yes and. How does this work in dementia care? My mom loved to sit around and shoot the breeze, actually. And she would always ask me the same question. So what have you been up to lately? Now, there's a lot of reasons that she probably asked me the same question over and over. It was very typical kind of question you would ask somebody when they first, entered the room or come to visit you or whatever. I would always break down my day into little chunks that she could process. We've talked about giving their brain time to process in past videos. And one thing I learned not that long ago was when they ask a repetitive question, answer the question the exact same way every single time, which would have made me insane. Like literally. The way I was communicating with her was making me insane, so that wasn't a benefit. What you want to do, so when she was asking me, so what have you been up to lately? I could have said, well, I had a whole bunch of things to do today, but I made sure to break out time to spend with you. And what do you think of that? Or something along those lines. I'm not using the easiest example here, but I'm using the one that my mom did. So just a little practice that I wish I'd had the ability to do when she was still alive. You just kind of want to keep them going. You want to feed them information, kind of answer a question with the answer that they're going to ask you. Or how do you want to say this? What have you been up to lately? I've been up to so much stuff. I'm sure you've been super busy doing. What have you been doing again? Were you participating in the art classes? So you can kind of see how I'm giving her the answers. So that's one way. And try doing a little improv with the yes and see if you can do it better than I'm doing it, and see if that helps you with your loved one or your neighbor.